Morning, back in Hotel Daff again. Well, we messaged the guy last night. I thought the show finished yesterday. Apparently it finishes today, but they want me in ASAP as soon as it finishes, about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and to be at the front of the queue, so I'm first in. So we'll get there about an hour or two earlier, 2 o'clock. They hope to get me going by 8 o'clock this evening, so it gives me plenty of time to drive. But it's about 3 hours to the border from here, and I only have 2 hours until 10 o'clock. So I'm going to potentially be driving in Austria at 60 kilometers an hour, and from here, 60 kilometers an hour, it goes from 3 hours to just over 4.5 to get to the border. So I don't know if I'll make the border in one stint, or whether it's even worth bothering to try and get out of Austria, because I'd rather get parked up, have a 9 off and start earlyish in the morning, so it improves my chances for parking the next day. Well, there we go, a week later our time has come to an end and it's time to leave. So we're heading round to the Messe somewhat early. I'm going to see if they let me on site. This would have been one of the benefits of parking on site over the weekend. Back out on the motorway, do this trip one last time. We're coming back a slightly different way. A couple of vehicles, but no marshalling people, so I'm going to assume it's fine. There's a van turning into the venue already. Let's see what the guy says. That was very busy. It's looking good. The place isn't rammed.
You're a self-loader or you're loaded by DHL?
That was self-load.
Definitely.
I can't even park off to the side or anything.
If you tell me you're self-loading and they do, I have no reason to let you.
Okay.
Come back at earliest 5 o'clock.
Okie doke. Park in the little lay-by bit if he won't let me stay near it, because I don't know where else to park around here. Even though there is literally all this space. So we'll park in here then, as a holding area type thing, and see what anyone says if they move me on. Can we get away with parking here? Sticker on brake then, I suppose, and we sit and wait. And not much more we can do. I'll let my guy know what the situation is, and I'll leave it up to him to get a contact on site to see if they can chivvy things along. Yeah, he's cool with it. It is what it is. It's not ideal. It does mean I'm going to be loading even later now. I probably won't be ready until 10 o'clock, so I'll be setting off from here after the reduced driving speed kicks in, by the sounds of it. I'm going to see if I can get parked up in Austria somewhere then, because I don't really fancy driving all the way across Austria at 60 kilometers an hour. That's just pain and suffering. Try again then. We're not getting in there unless they're opening the door. Can I get in the other end? very easily if we can. There's plenty of room in there. I'm being ushered in, so that's a good sign. Oh dear, I should have spun round the other way really to do that, but we're in. We're parked. We're off to one side. Oh dear, right, I've had a walk in. I'm unloaded for the most part, there's a tiny bit left on. I've had a walk through. Nearly all of the set on the floor is gone. Most of their floor stuff they've disassembled and they're packing it away. Unfortunately there's a big wall across the back of the stage, and all the stuff up in the ceiling, the circle goes around over top of that, so they can't lower that until the big set wall's out the way, and they're not going to be able to get that down tonight. So it seems like I'm coming back tomorrow morning. Whether that's first thing or a bit later in the morning, I don't know. What I might do, instead of running back to that one yet again, I'm going to come out of here tonight, carry on up the road and park in the truck stop to the north of Vienna, because it's a fairly decent size looking on Google, and it's only the one night's parking. It does have a laundry revolution though, apparently, according to Google. It's a change of scenery, which is what I desperately need. I cannot face another night in the exact same place. I'm going to get cabin fever. Door, the other side is open, so DHL's exclusivity is over. Anyone can go in now, I think. No one in a high-vis stopping people, so let's go in. It's just a case of, where is that guy going to park? Is he going all the way around, or is he going to park side on? Park ourselves on the low point, either side of it, so the truck sits level, and it makes loading a little bit easier later. I'll do that. Leave my lights on for the moment. Open everything back up again, and they can start bringing stuff on when they want it to, and take the last of the empties off. Right, off we go then. See if we can get parked up at this other place just up the road. But yes, the set builders are coming in who knows when. Our guy's going to phone them at 11 AM, and I don't need to get here until after midday, getting towards 1 o'clock maybe, because we've offloaded all the empties and they're storing them on site tonight. So all I have right now is the loaded stuff. So not this way, because that way takes us back. That's where we'll be going tomorrow. We need to go under the motorway and carry on up the way that we come from. But that's it. Once we're on this motorway, we don't need to turn off onto any others or look out for any turns or junctions. We follow this all the way, and eventually the services will appear. Here we are. It's looking busy. It's big, but it's not as big, this place, as the other one. And it doesn't look like there's as many unofficial parking spots. The road was quieter, because this isn't the main thoroughfare between Germany and Hungary at least. Well, there's one space. Unfortunately, there's a truck in front of me, so you would have also have seen that space. Unless he's pulling over there. Perfect. Stop there. Let me in front, and I can grab that one space. Right there. Front row is what we want. I mean, yes. He's blocking us, a lamppost there, but there is one space. He's blocking it though. But you could get to it. There's one on the left. No, that's the lamppost. That's a rigid. Where is it hiding? Is it this one? I've got to get it quick because that truck's just come round the corner. Parking on the left as well. Go, lovely. Not too long a walk to the what's it. A few more minutes, that's off, reset you. But yeah, if we're not in Germany tomorrow, something has gone very badly wrong. Excellent. Right, there we go. I might have a walk inside, see what it's like in here, see how it differs, and then I'll see you about tomorrow lunchtime. One last time, let's head down. Today should be the day. I was looking at the paperwork. They've got a day and a half to rip everything out on the schedule, so if it's not out today, I assume that you'll be getting a fine for overrunning. But yes, turn left here, straight onto the motorway. 20-30 minutes later we will be in town. The doors opened at 7 o'clock this morning according to my paperwork, so shouldn't get turned away at this moment. Not nearing 1 o'clock in the afternoon, surely. Yes, it's me again, my good sir. Once again, causing trouble. Stick that in the window, unless he gives me another one again. Ah, it's much easier than yesterday. So, same again. We'll park over the top of the drains so that we're either side of the low point. And get my truck ready and then see what state the guys are in. The warehouse is looking empty. Go. Pretty much centered. And stop about there. Get my truck ready and then see if they're ready to load or not. Probably not. All done, less than 2 hours. They pretty much finished by the time I got there. Just taking down the last of the, screens, and pack the cabling away, and that's about it on the rigging. So they're almost done by the time I got it. Loaded up, rock and roll. I've got all day now to head towards Germany. Go for the last time around this corner. The motorway beckons. Pretty simple though. Follow signs for Linz, and then by the time we get to Linz there will only be the one motorway to the German border, and then it's the A3, and we sit on the A3 all day to Cologne, is just before the border at Belgium. We will definitely make it somewhere to Germany today. Whereabouts in Germany, I don't know. We don't really need to go too crazy, because I only need to make it to the Belgian border tomorrow, which is within an easy day's drive. Here we go, up the big hill. Give the old DPF a good blast out. Nice hard working engine for a few miles. Linz, 171 k's. And it weren't that far from the border to get to Linz, so 2.5, 3 hours, yeah, that's about what we expected. So we can make it to the German border in one hit, and then after that, it just depends how long I feel like driving and the parking situation. Right, here's the jet fuel station. Pull off here, check the price. If we like it, we'll fill up. If not, carry on to Germany. 1.54 a litre. That's much better than €2.10 a litre. So we will fill up here. That is way better than €2.10. Yeah, fill up at this one. Fill out my paperwork and we'll fill up with fuel. There we go. That's the horses, watered and fed for a couple of days. Take a little bit of a swing to the right first before we go this way, because that truck is on the end here. Bit of parking as well. They do like their single axle wagon drags out here, the demountables as well, they like in Austria. Keep heading for Linz and ultimately the German border. What are we doing? Parking up? Checking in? What are we doing? I don't know. But this isn't the services, it's a Zoll thing. Don't really know what it is. So, at the minute, it looks like a heavy haulage checkpoint area. That's a big old trailer. It's just about to cross the border as the light is fading. 2.8 tonnes, so even big vans are having to come through the check area. It's only really cars that can carry on. Very nice slow speed indeed on the motorway, 30 kilometres an hour. That'll do. Quickly, quickly. Entry, drive 1, begin country D, Deutschland. That will do. No interest. Carrying an MP5 though, very nice. Good choice of gun now. But we are clear, we're now in Germany proper. Crack on, no restrictions or nighttime bans or anything like that. We'll try these services here because they're proper services with everything. Next one's 65 kilometres, which is too far for me to go right now. I imagine everything else after this is just parking areas. Truck right in the entrance. Well, that's a good sign, isn't it? Very good sign indeed. I should have stopped back there, yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I've got a bit more time. I'll carry on to the next bit of parking. Stop there. It's 10 o'clock, and unlike Austria, no restrictions in Germany, so we can truck on. Hey, hanging on for dear life. Should have stopped 2.5 hours ago, but there's no parking. These are the services that I stopped at on the way out, so pull in here, see what the situation is on the way in. Services is full. Can't go left because we've got heavy haulage. Can't go under there because that's a barrier. Can't go forward because this guy's parked here. It's not looking good. I think we're going to have to go onto the Autohof. They've certainly packed themselves in here. Another abnormal load taking up 2 spaces. This is apparently the place to be if you're a heavy haul. Be able to get away parking in front of him like that. That could maybe work. So they could still get round me to pull in front of this bit here. Let me just reverse back. Someone could get round me in front there if they wanted to. It's only the bit that runs round to the other car park. But I think realistically this is about it. This is as good as it's going to get. I don't want to drive anymore. I'm so tired. I've been hanging on for dear life. I'm done. Morning. Hopefully a little bit more awake now than I was. As you can see, I have been joined by someone late last night. I did hear some brakes hissing and popping as I thought someone parked in front of me, and it turns out they have. Everyone else behind me has gone though. The last few pulled away about 3/4 of an hour ago, I think. The sun is up, it's looking fairly lovely. And I've got a fairly short day now because of all the extra driving I did yesterday. But yes, back it up a little bit, give myself some space. No one else coming. Excellent. Now we can go. Straight out onto the motorway. Oh, it's like being in France. Another simple day. Just stay on the A3 till Cologne and then cross over the border, and that's about it really. And then we can clock off nice and early, probably just after lunch, and then we can crack on nice and early, get one of the early ferries in the morning, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Couple of hours in, all going smooth, no overtaking around Frankfurt, just going past the airport. I don't know if we're going to see any taxiing over the motorway today. Probably not. If that runway's not in use. Yeah, engines, there's something taking off. Where? Straight alongside us, look at that. They are using that runway then. So potentially there could be something taxiing over top of us. Oh, there's one that's literally just gone over. We missed it by seconds. Just saw the tail disappearing behind the trees. A few seconds earlier, we would have seen it. Yeah, there it is, just there. It's just crossed over. Brussels, Liège, off to the right here. Excellent. I've had signs of Brussels for a fair while now. Brussels, last sign I saw wasn't that long ago, 144 kilometres. Just over hour and a half, hour and 3/4 away. We're not getting that close. We're stopping back here near Liège just to make sure we're far enough away from any immigrants, although immigrants usually come from the south, not up this way. Three of us are pulling over, check into Belgium. Truck behind me is as well. Ooh, that's a KB. Oh dear, pick a direction, it doesn't matter where. We just got to pull up, check in and get going again. Take this spot. Yeah. Yes. B for Belgium. Yeah, happy. Right, let's go. Carry on down the road a little bit towards Liège, and then we'll stop there. So I don't know how far away that is in terms of time, but it can't be far. 20-30 minutes at most, I would have thought. This is us cruising just over 5.5 hours today. Easy as. Should be within easy reach of Calais from here, since I've done Liège to Calais before anyway. Where are we? Parking off to the right for trucks, okay. Do I want that first parking space, or does that leave me on show a bit too much? Oh, let's go down in here. We're out the front, then we can actually see because we're facing the traffic. And the services are just over there to the left. Lovely. Ah, it's nice to be back on the road. Nice, easy 293 miles. Clocking off 3 o'clock in the afternoon. How lovely. All I've got to do. What's 11 hours? 11 hours is 2 o'clock in the morning. Do I want to get up that early though? That's the thing. Get up at 4 o'clock maybe, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock's probably better. Or maybe even 6. I'm in no rush tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm going to chill all day. Finally decide on a time to go tomorrow, and then I'll see you in the morning. Potentially bright and early, potentially not so bright and early. We'll see. Morning, all good. 3 AM is the time chosen in the end. Yes, no one seems to be on board. No signs of any funny business. So crack on down to Calais. It's about 3.5 hours away, which puts us down there at 6:30. So just as rush hour is proper kicking off. It's important to get past Brussels at least. Don't know what that road is. Was that a back road or something? Who knows? Well, this is the motorway. Unusual to have a connection to the back road. It's like the one in Linz. Nice and quiet on the roads. Excellent. Very foggy this morning. Ooh, it's quite thick in places. You can just about see the lights of the vehicle in front. All the way up there. Brussels, over this way. Okay. What's that? UZ. Like a tractor unit. That might be the same. That's UZ. Truck and trailer from Uzbekistan, is that? Now that is a long old way. That's a journey and a half, that. Well, it's lucky we're not going that way. I'll be surprised if no one died in that, because that looked like an absolute wreck of a truck. The cab was completely mashed and mangled. Flopped over onto its front. Yeah, that's going to take a while to recover, that is. How's it looking? Can't see much going on in the scanner lanes. That is location. P&O's got a few people, Irish a couple, not too bad. The FDS quiet. Not too bad. Some passport control done. That's a very lovely lady in the passport control there. Car section is mentally busy. I don't know why it's that big a queue. I don't know what this guy's doing. The lanes don't matter too much, they're somewhat arbitrary, but over to customs and then we'll take the left towards the Irish ferries section. Nice wide swing, because this is a bit narrow if you don't come at it in the right direction or the right angle. It's not very straight, but it's only me here, so it don't matter. Customs. That'll do. Cool. Gonna do customs. So that's the old holding area. They seem to use it as vehicle storage nowadays. And then we pass through the old check-in area. There's not much left of it. I don't think there's much changed as recently, so they're taken apart as much as they're going to take apart, I think. And the rest of it's just going to sit there as waste ground. Yeah. 3-2 or 3-3? 3-2, okay. I've changed things around, okay. Not lane 149 anymore. That'll do. Wait to get cool onto the boat then. Bonjour. Up, yeah, okay. Up we go into the Oscar Wilde. I was confused for a second looking on Marine Tracker, because you click on that and it still shows it as the Spirit of Britain P&O colours. Weather is looking very clear in front of us, so it might be nice blue skies in the UK when we get over there later. To the right, okay. And lane number 8. Sticker back on brake, head upstairs, lovely.
No, Frankie, go and have a look in the shop, see if there's something you want to. I'll save that for V-Bucks.
It's looking nice and sunny here. It is a gorgeous day. The tide's coming a little bit, so not quite as rampy as we were this morning. Is it our lucky day today? Let's find out. Not today. Are you going over there or not? Because I'm going over this way. That'll do. Because I don't know if my trailer's going to clear the concrete bollards at the back there. So we'll park here for now. I'll need that. I need my phone and possibly a passport. I think that's it. Cool. Hand that in. Sit and chill here for another hour and then crack on up the road. It's absolutely roasting this morning. In danger of having to put my shorts back on. I thought I'd put them away for the year. Once I sorted them all out the other week. But no, apparently not. We're having a second summer right at the dying stages of the year. Made our way to the top of the hill, cruise along here then. Eventually leads up to the M2, M25, dip down through the tunnel, see what's going on there, whether it's busy or not. Probably will be. It's fairly late in the day now. Roads aren't too bad so far. It's not queuing over this bridge. If we get a look up the road, get a sneak peek at what's going on. It's all moving over there. Okay. It's a little bit busy here. I don't normally see it like this. So these lights is where I turned left last time to go around, do it on my good side. Since I'm vidding it, and to get some variety, I'll show you what the blind side looks like. Even though I'm not particularly keen on it, I've only done it twice I think. And I didn't think the extra room for that junction gave enough benefits to outweigh the downside, the fact that you're doing a blind side into the gate. So we park here on the side for now. I'll put my uniform on and then see if they're ready to take delivery today or not. They said they take it, so now I've got to try and back in on the blind side. Raise the suspension for when we go uphill. Trailer is alongside the junction. Spin it out into here, and then we're lined up very nicely with the gate. I've got to get myself back in front of the trailer before it goes too far the other way. Start curling it in round the curb. Disappears out the big mirror, so I can only see what I'm doing in the little mirror now. Not turning in quite fast enough. Then you've got to watch out for this curve down on the right here. Make sure that you can swing back round in front of the trailer without swinging around too fast to hit the curb. That will do there. It's not very brilliantly lined up. I might have to get off the road if I can, and then take another swing at it once I'm inside. There we go, reverse back, and that's pretty much it. So there you go, you've seen from the good side and the blind side, so you can make your choice of how you'd like to do it. I'll just open the doors now. Back on the door and we can get unloaded. Job done. Just under 3 hours to get back to base, which should be doable, as long as we don't catch too much of rush hour traffic. It does mean I lose a day pay, but after being on the road for 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks nearly, I really don't care. I want to go home. I would say hello friend, but you're not friend, you're colleague now, aren't you? Oh, it's the guy that I went to Monaco with. Just at the moment then. Am I on the wrong side of the road? No, we're driving the left here. I've been out on the continent for so long, I've forgotten which way to drive. How would I need to turn off everything? There we go, job done, a day early, lovely. That'd be nice if I get a 4-day weekend now instead of 3. It's very nice, back-to-back trips, and practically got back-to-back again. Because if I've got 4 days off, then I'm straight out to Barcelona again. And I've got a week off, or a week of UK work probably, and then Cologne, neither of which I'll probably film because I'm overflowing with videos at the moment. I've got 2 videos on my desktop now and the hard drive is pretty much full up. The more I think about what I need to do, the more I hope I do actually have a 4-day weekend, because I've got so much to do. But that was Vienna and all its extra rules and regs, and a job that involved doing a lot of shuttle runs back and forth. So there's a lot of sitting around, running back and forth between the same couple of places. It happens every now and then. Rather than you get some jobs where you just tip and go, or you get some where you tip and then you just sit for a whole week doing your own thing, and then sometimes you do little bits and you have to run back and forth every day. Austria. It's been a long old while since I've been to Austria, so it's very nice to go back, even if it was probably the most boringest part of it, scenery wise, because across the north there isn't really any of the mountains of the Alps. I'll certainly, if I ever find myself out in that direction, I'd love to have a go over the Grossglockner. But you have to really do that in the middle of summer because it's 8,000 feet up. And I think for a truck, I looked on the website, I think the trucks, it's about 135 euros to pay to go up and over the top, which I'd have to do at my own expense because the boss would never pay that. That was, however, a very nice trip, good 2.5 weeks out, back to back, with was it Berlin, makes it about 3.5, 4 weeks. I'm very, very tired and exhausted now, so I'd like to have some days off. So we'll see what later on brings, or more likely into the new year, because it's getting towards Christmas now, so I imagine the international work's going to be thinning out somewhat. We'll see what the new year brings in terms of trips, because it will most certainly be next year by this point, since it's mid-October now. So, until next time, see you then!